rolling.
And
we're back. What's up, Mike?
Oh, I'm raring to go for this fucking podcast. So what do you have to talk about today? What are we speaking on?
Well, I haven't seen you in a minute. God damn it, Michael's got a.
Damn. There we go.
We're good. Perfect. There we go. All right, we're back. So, what you looking for? Your vape?
Yeah, now I am. Fuck. All right, there you go. Stop saying I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. TikTok.
Listen, what the fuck is up with that? You guys are so mean. Somebody say something mean about me. God damn it! Nobody
Come
is.
find me, dude. You guys all want to
Fight
say
him.
shit.
Say something about me. Why is everything targeted towards him?
You know what? Say something about Caleb, then find me.
All right, listen.
All right?
We're already getting off track. Listen, what I wanted to talk about.
I'm real impressionable right now.
What's going on in terms, because politics is picking up right now.
Of course it is.
We're getting like into the last. Well, I like how I just phrased it. The election's not even until fucking the middle of November.
Give a fuck about it right now.
Well, I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm not saying we shouldn't give a fuck about it because it is election year and the news does start like typically around May about election shit. But what I'm saying is, Joe Biden dropping out, dude. First, there's two things: Joe Biden dropping out,
of course,
and Kamala Harris stepping up and becoming like the Democratic nominee. I have one thing to say. I know you definitely didn't, but I'm still gonna ask you. Did you watch Joe Biden's speech that he delivered? Like I think it was Thursday.
A little bit of it.
Dude, I watched the entire thing. I fucking cried at that.
Why?
Because there's very few examples in recent U.S. politics where a man, regardless of party, put his ego aside and did what's best for this country. There's very, very, very few times. The last time I can remember a president doing something like that was Reagan serving a second term. Because he was very outspoken at the fact that he didn't want to serve a second term, but he did it because the majority of the country voted for him because they thought he would be the best leader at the time. He was old as shit.
Yeah,
and he was dying.
Well, he's younger than both Biden and Trump.
Well, but that was like, what, in the 60s?
Yeah, no, he was in the 80s, dude.
Reagan was?
Yeah, Cold War.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe I'm wrong, but I think my parents were alive when Reagan was elected.
I don't know. I bet my parents were too.
I think my dad voted for Reagan.
But that was,
I got it.
I just also heard a pretty interesting story about Michael's dad. I'm not sure we'll get.
All right, we'll talk about that later.
But no, that was. I mean, like, if I think about it, whatever. But that was the last time, like, I can remember an example of an American president stepping up and doing. I'm sure Jimmy Carter was a fucking.
And then 1980.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was okay. Yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
So 76 and the 80s. So he didn't want to serve his second term.
But he was so patriotic, he did.
He did it.
To say, fuck you commie bastards.
And it literally killed him. Like, he literally, within the last year of his second term, he lost his mind.
He also got shot.
His vice president literally had a conversation with him, and they said, listen, in a year's time, we're not going to be able to have this conversation, so I need to speak to you when I'm still talking to Ronald Reagan. What do I do when we can no longer have this conversation? And he laid out a plan. He said to get all the leaders of both parties, Democrats and Republicans, together, get all of the heads of state, get Nancy in the room, Nancy Reagan, and have an open table discussion and do what's best for the country. He's like, keep me out of it, keep my ego out of it, keep my legacy out of it, do what's best for the country. Now, that did not happen. The vice president just kind of like took power and just was like, fuck this, I'm going to do whatever. But that's what Reagan, when he was that's what he wanted. Joe Biden, everyone's going to say he stepped down because he was losing confidence. It's not that Democrats were not going to vote for him in the election, because they definitely were planning on still doing it, just begrudgingly. What he did was his speech, he was basically gloating for like the first 10 minutes of it.
Okay.
He's just stating all the actual really dope shit that he's done as a president that just kind of gets like pushed under the rug because Trump's yelling about some dumb horse shit on fucking Truth Social.
Everyone's yelling about
and then
shit.
It's like, but you know what? I've put 50 years into this country. I served my country, and now it's my time to go. He's like, and I'm passing the torch off to a younger generation. The power in this country is not held by, he said something like, by the wealthy. It's held by the people. He's like, democracy is the most important is the most important thing to this country. And he's like, and if I can help save, or not save, but if he's like, if I can help promote democracy and keep democracy alive by stepping down, that's what I'm going to do.
You know when he first ran?
Dude, that's an American.
1984 is when he first ran for president.
Biden?
Yeah. He got elected 20 years later, dude. Or no, 40 years later.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dude, he was
actually more conservative then. Like, he was significantly conservative.
Well, the entire country is more conservative,
They
but we've
were.
just started shifting and becoming more liberal. But
Yeah.
he's like, whatever you guys think of Joe Biden now, like, he was a man who served his country. Like, he saw like numerous fucking wars. He was there. He was on the. I'm pretty sure he served on the defense chamber.
To be fair,
Like,
the
dude, he was a fucking legend.
the most recent politics I can think about that genuinely served their country and then cared about it so much to go back was fucking John McCain, dude.
Yeah,
Did George
John
W. Bush
McCain-
serve? I think he served, but he never got captured.
George Bush.
Yeah.
No, his family was rich.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
look it up.
the Bush family's been rich. John McCain, another one. I don't know too much about him, but
He was a legend.
what I do know was he was the squadron leader to this platoon, I think, in Vietnam.
Yep.
And what happened was him and all of his boys got captured. Some of these fucking what
He served in the National Guard.
yeah, the Viet Congs rolled up, captured him,
Mm-hmm.
was torturing him and his men. The U.S., they were sending over like statespeople, and they were negotiating with the Vietnamese, and they were like, the Vietnamese realized that John McCain, because I think John
was tortured
McCain's
for 2
dad
years,
was a
dude.
senator.
He was tortured for a long ass time.
I think John McCain's dad during that war was a senator. So they're like, we realize we've been torturing a senator's son. We're going to return him. So when the Vietnamese came into like the prison where they were being tortured, and they're like, all right, McCain, we're going to let you go or whatever. He was like, I'm not leaving without my men. And he
Yeah.
refused to leave unless all of his men got to go too.
Well, yeah, that's what a leader does. That's why.
And then they were
I
like-
fucking don't know what's going on.
They
with
were like, well,
politics.
no. And then they kept him there and tortured the shit out of him. And when he returned back to the States, the way his body healed because of, I guess, the way one of the tortures they did where they placed wooden stocks under your arms and it kept your body raised so you could never get comfortable. So his shoulders they healed in a position where they were like just
Constantly
higher
up,
up.
yeah.
Dude, if you ever see pictures where it looks like he has no neck, it's
Because of the fucking Vietnamese.
it's because he served his fucking country and was a legend for it.
Yeah. I can't believe Trump said that shit he said.
Trump's
I
such a
Yeah,
pussy.
he was such a dick for that.
Trump's
especially since he
such a
didn't
pussy.
serve.
Like
I like
through
people
and
who
through.
didn't get captured. What the
Dude,
fuck,
John
Trump?
McCain is a fucking legend,
Yeah,
and
he's an
everyone
American hero.
owes him.
Everybody should be sucking.
Every
his dick.
American really, honestly, like needs to put like a flower on his fucking grave and be like, "Thank
Yeah,
you for
dude.
serving." Not only did he fucking fight in Vietnam,
He cared
majority
so much
of-
to be in politics.
the
dude.
majority of our soldiers that like we thank them for their service and then they fuck off and like drink Miller Lite for the rest of their life, and we're like, they have the right to do that. He came back and served in fucking politics. I'm not even a Republican, but I respect the man so much.
There are few presidents that you can say that about.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't even president. I mean, I
No.
guess like military.
He's one of the people that it's like we should, if we're talking about replacing some of the faces on like some of the currency, put John McCain on the fucking quarter.
Here's
dude.
well, George Washington's always going to be on the fucking quarter, but here's the thing about JD Vance.
He's also on the dollar.
The difference between JD Vance and John McCain is that JD Vance, he doesn't like run on his military service. He was a Navy SEAL, but like you never hear about what he did.
Vance?
Yeah.
Dude, did you hear that Trump openly talked about replacing Vance just hours after nominating him the VP?
Of course he did. He's fucking Donald Trump.
Dude, there's like
He
an
talks shit
80%
immediately.
chance that there's going to be a VP change prior to the election. I don't think JD Vance is actually going to be the vice president because he made that mistake already
What do you
with
mean?
Pence.
Well, yeah, he definitely made that mistake.
He
with
made
Pence.
and like literally wanted him to die on January 6th. He's like, I hope they hang you. Fuck you. You've done nothing that I wanted you to do. And
when
I
I
think,
first saw you, I thought you were a little man, and you turned out to be a very little man.
because what happens when someone like Trump enters a room is all of the weak men naturally pretend to
Gravitate
they
towards
gravitate and naturally pretend to be like him as well. But when push comes to shove, Trump realizes every single time that he's picked a pussy. He's picked someone who's been just fucking lying and is a pussy and will actually not back what he's saying.
Here's the deal about Trump.
And hopefully that's JD Vance.
No matter what you think, Trump is going to be, like, when he walks into a room, you feel his presence. Like, he definitely has a presence about him. Despite being a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Specifically for mocking John McCain. What the fuck? But anyway, you, like, when you see him, you're like, oh, people flip their shit when they see Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like, even people who aren't fucking.
And I don't like. I don't support the man. I don't like him personally.
But he has aura.
But you can't deny that. Yeah, his charisma,
it's insane.
his stage presence. I don't like him. He's funny.
He is fucking hilarious.
Like, all of these things can't be denied.
Dude, what did he said something. Oh, he was talking about how Obama hated Biden. And he was like, Joe was waving and Obama came up to get him, and I don't know if Joe knew who he was waving to, but he was waving, so he should have let him finish. Like, what the fuck? You said that after he dropped out. There's no reason to say that, Donald.
He's just a fuckhead.
He's honestly a troll.
Schoolyard bully fuckhead.
But he's so funny about it.
He's never grown up. Well, yeah, dude, do you remember back then, being like a kid back then? It was the funniest shit. Just calling someone a homo, your sides would hurt. You would be laughing so hard. You'd be laughing so hard quietly so the teacher didn't hear you because you turned around and you said, faggot, to this kid who's obviously
Dude,
gay.
It's still funny.
Yeah, but
I still laugh.
When you're a kid, that's amplified. Mentally, Trump is still like 11 years old. He's still like, I don't like these people. Lock them out.
Yeah, they're fucking
I don't
rapists.
I don't want all these Mexicans in my room. Close the door and lock them out. It's like,
you know what I've
that's
realized?
not going to work in the real world.
You know what I've realized? I'm totally cool with Mexican immigrants. I am not cool with Middle Eastern immigrants at all.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Just seeing what's happening in Europe.
Free Palestine.
Just seeing what's happening in Europe, it's just making me be like, what the fuck are these people thinking?
You know what? Here's my thinking, too. Well, actually, I've
spent the 2 weeks away from Twitter, so I
made him delete Twitter because Michael was becoming alt-right.
And I still think that the Middle East immigrants in fucking Europe are fucked.
Michael was sending me shit like 3 a.m. He was like, watch as European women get like beaten by 6 African immigrants. I'm like, why are you watching this? Why are you even witnessing? You know this shit is like,
I'm sick in the head, dude.
Like, Twitter has turned into like a subtle Fox News.
Well, yeah, Elon Musk is donating $45 million a month to Donald Trump's campaign.
No, he backed out of that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, did you see?
No.
He came out and tweeted about it. He was like, I'm not going to give $45 million to some fucking candidate who's like blah, 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 blah.
When did you do that?
Like the other day.
Well, I deleted Twitter, so I didn't fucking know.
Good. It's honestly good.
Fuck.
I get all my Twitter updates from Reddit. Okay,
right.
So there is a story that I have down in my notes that is politics related. I feel like I should hit on before we move on.
Go for it.
So this is a story about everybody. Everybody knows this person in the story, okay? His name is William Jefferson, and it's going to become more apparent later on, okay? So William Jefferson was born in 1946, right? Was not dealt the best hand of cards at birth.
Oh, he is black?
No. His dad was an alcoholic. His mom, just like uneducated, stayed home with William.
Oh, so pseudo-black.
Yeah, he was like proto-black. He was what the black people were like, shit,
like
we need
Eminem.
to do that. Well, you'll see. It is like black does come into the story later on. So dealt a bad hand of cards. Dad's an alcoholic. Mom's uneducated. Doesn't work. Stays home with William. Dad one day is not a very nice guy. Crashes the family's car into a lake. Fucking dies. So now these two idiots are on their own. Okay, you got William, who's like 6 at the time, and his mom, who's like, I don't know what to do. So she has to go get a job. So he's basically a latchkey kid. Yeah. His mom's working all the time. He's like fucking a little kid. So one day his mom meets this guy, ends up marrying him. He's his stepdad, okay? Shortly after, William's mom has a baby. Baby comes out.
Shit that shit out.
But as William starts getting older, he realizes that his stepdad is not a good person. He's like beating his mom. When William gets older, starts beating him. And then when he gets even older, he sees that the stepdad is now beating his little brother, who's like significantly younger than him. Yeah. So on his 18th birthday, William is like, fuck this, I'm a man now. When his drunk stepdad came home to like beat the entire family, which is the craziest fucking thing. That was just common back then.
Dude, 18? Why didn't you step up earlier, William?
Anyways, on his 18th birthday, confronts his dad like when he his stepdad when he comes in the door. He's like, I swear to fuck, dude, this is over. If you ever lay a finger on me, my mom, or my brother again, I will fucking kill you. Like, threatened him and threw him out of the house. I'm pretty sure slapped him around a little bit. It's like, fuck you, dude, I'm William.
Yeah. I'm William, dog.
I'm William, bitch. So, then, shortly after that happened, he takes his little brother, and he goes, listen, dude, it's like the 60s, because that's like the time it was. He's like, it's the 60s. People are judging everybody, and they know that my mom has had 2 husbands, and she's single again because I threw your dad out of the house. People are going to judge us. And he's like, because he was the only Jefferson, right? His mom changed the last name since they got married or whatever, and the new kid had the dad's last name. So he goes, I'm going to go to the courthouse, and I'm going to change my name so nobody will look at you differently, and they're not going to look at me differently. We're going to be a family. We're going to actually be brothers. So William went down to the courthouse. Again, last name is Jefferson. Do you know what he changed his last name to?
What?
Clinton.
Oh.
It was Bill Clinton at 18 years old, stepped up, was the man, protected his mom and his little brother, changed his own last name so that they would all be a family and not be judged by the people in their town.
So this all took place in fucking Arkansas, dude.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Gross.
Nothing good comes from
That's
there.
the kind of man he was. You hear all this shit about his presidency, what he did doing it, like what he did, like even not politics-wise, like personal life-wise.
You mean being the man?
That's what I'm saying. Bill Clinton, that's the kind of person he was before he went. All right, we're back. Sorry, I think our audio we record with is separate and the fucking battery died. But long story short, Bill Clinton is the fucking man. I'm glad. I was so worried my Bill Clinton story got fucking cut out, dude.
But fuck Hillary.
Hillary, that's a different story. I'm not talking about Hillary. But she also, I'm glad that you brought that up. Dude, your laptop's falling. Your laptop that's like $800 about to fall into the ground. Hillary honestly degraded the Clinton name. She did way worse shit than Bill Clinton did.
Honestly, I don't even know what the bitch
I don't know. Everyone fucking hates Hillary Clinton. I don't even know enough about her to make an accurate judgment on her.
All right, let's get away from politics real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so what I was thinking about on the way up here, I was like, so if you thought a group of people controlled the weather,
dude, my fucking man vagina. Shit.
Kayla's man vagina, fuck! But if you thought a group of people controlled the weather, why would you fuck with that group of people?
Yeah, you have to be asking for it.
What the fuck are you thinking about?
You know what? I don't understand. Why do they think they can control the fucking weather? Obviously, we're talking about Jews.
Because of the length of their nose, I think.
No, seriously, why do
I have no fucking clue.
It makes no sense to me.
You can control the weather, you take over the world.
Well, okay, let's burst the bubble real quick. Neither one of us genuinely believe any conspiracy theories.
Besides the weather.
Shut up. I think we're both in the same boat where it's like, people who believe that genuinely have nothing else going on in their life, and this makes them feel important because I feel like they're getting like some hidden or forbidden knowledge that no one else really knows about. The reason other people don't know about it is because it's wrong and it's retarded as shit.
Fun fact, if you guess enough shit, eventually you'll be right. What are we doing? Look at this tweet from 2017 about Trump getting shot in the ear. If you guess enough shit, it's going to happen eventually. What the fuck is that? Why do people suck those guys off?
I don't know. It's because they go, they pointed to it. They were right. They guessed it. It's like, yeah, you fucking idiot. Like you said, yeah, I could say 1,000 fucking things, and eventually one of those things are going to happen. I can be like, I'm an oracle. Everyone give me money.
If you have that power, why would you not just bet on sports?
Yeah, if you knew what the fuck was going to happen, you know what? You don't even have to play the lottery.
You just
all you do is you do that Warren Buffett perfect bracket thing. He'll give you $1 billion fucking dollars.
I don't think he does that anymore.
We'll go travel back in time when he does.
Yeah, obviously. Or you could just bet on like Super Bowl props, or like you can guess who's going to be the Super Bowl winner at the beginning of a season, and you make a shit ton of money.
Place such a large bet that is going to hit that they give you shares of like DraftKings.
Did you see the guy who made his own destiny? So during the Super Bowl, There's a prop bet that there would be a streaker. This guy bet $20,000 and then did it himself.
Dude, that's how you secure the fucking bag.
Yeah, dude, he created his own destiny. That's an American patriot.
It was like he was like staring down like the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. He's like, "Fuck it, it's not gonna happen. I have to do it. I have to go to jail, but my fucking DraftKings account is going to hit so hard."
Oh, dude, he planned to do it the whole time.
You think he
had an outfit?
What do you mean? Streakers
like
notoriously are naked.
No, he had like a fucking unitard on that had like a website link to it.
Oh,
he was planning the whole time.
Oh, so he's like Ryan from The Office.
Yeah.
Just being self-absorbed.
Wolf.com.
Woof. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also equally as retarded.
Still controlled his own destiny, made a shit ton of money, and only had to spend like 24 hours in jail.
That's worth it. Jail sucks, but if you know dude, how much money would someone have to give you to spend a full 24 hours in jail?
Not that much.
If I can get loaded up on drugs, probably like
$15,000.
That's it. So if someone came to you right now and said,
one night,
I'll give you $5,000.
I wouldn't say yes to 5. It would have to be 15.
Why 15?
I don't know. That's the number I decided on in my head. I feel like, well, I'm not going to get, diddled in jail.
No.
I have that advantage.
No, you're in county jail. You're just spending the night in a cell by yourself. Like, they'll let you out for an hour. Yeah. You'll eat lunch probably. You'll eat all 3 meals by yourself. No one's really going to talk to you. No one's going to bother you.
Then, yeah, I'll fuck off for $5,000.
Someone's going to offer you $1,750 American dollars.
I'm not doing it for that little.
But think about how much money you make an hour doing that. It's over $200 an hour. No, it's not.
Would you do that for 24 hours?
If I can get loaded up, yeah.
No, you have to be sober.
That would suck.
Well, yeah, that's why.
Okay, so if I had to be stone cold sober and spend a night in like a full 24 hours in jail, I'm going to be pissed off. My stomach's going to hurt and I'm not going to sleep. So it is seriously going to be the worst 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say like $3,000.
Here's the scenario. You're loaded up for the first...
$2,500.
You're loaded up for the first 12 hours. You fall asleep for 6 hours. And the next 6 hours are the worst hangover of your life. Would you still want to go in loaded?
Well, the thing is, it's like a time challenge. Yeah. So I get to boost the first 12 hours. So basically, I'm just staring down 12 hours. The first 6 are gonna suck.
The last 6, yeah.
The last 6 are gonna be like, all right, at least I'm not sick anymore.
No, you're gonna be sick for the last 6 hours.
So basically, my sentence is only 6 hours.
But it's gonna be terrible. You don't want to be throwing up and shitting yourself in a fucking jail cell.
Well, let me tell you, when you're really sick and you're throwing up and you're shitting, it does not matter where you are.
You could be in fucking India squatting over a hole in the ground.
It sincerely doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
Yeah. Home, like when you go, I just want to go home. Home does not exist when you're that sick. Yeah. You just want health.
When you eat ribs and you haven't shit in 24 hours, that's when you're like, oh, fuck. I don't care where I am.
That was a dam. That was
bad.
We ate a dam, like a beaver dam.
That was so bad.
And we're doing it again today.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck the haters. Fuck you, Michelle Obama. You can't tell me what to eat.
That's why the next couple podcasts we do, we film this over the weekend. We do 4 fucking podcasts. The last 2 podcasts we do are the day after we eat the ribs, and we're just out of it.
Yeah, dude,
we're hungover from fucking pork. Yeah. Dude, I'm so excited.
I get why the Jews don't eat it.
Yeah, they save it for us. Shout out to the Jews.
That's how it controls the weather. If you don't eat
pork,
you can control the weather.
There's something in pork that you eat and it covers a spot in your brain that hides all the mystic Jew powers
about the weather.
And naturally, they don't. Well, dude,
what
Muslims.
Powers do they have?
Wait, what the fuck? Muslims don't do basically anything different than Jews do. They should be able to have powers too.
No, God knows they can't handle the powers.
God knows they can't handle powers.
He's like, fuck.
God looks at him and goes, they're still in that phase of their religion where they're strapping bombs to themselves, and we can't have that.
We
That's
can't
just
have
not
them
okay.
having the weather codes.
Do you see that there's something that happened in Israel? There was like a soccer field that was hit, and like 10 people got killed, and they're blaming on fucking Hezbollah.
Not Hamas?
I think Hamas are the fighters for Hezbollah. I think that's like the terrorist.
Is that how that works?
I think, okay, so this is what I think happens. I think Hezbollah is like Alphabet, right? And all of their products like Google, that's like ISIS. ISIS is Google right now. It's like their shining product. Then you have Hamas. Well, I got to think of another company. We can't. What's it? Okay.
Yahoo.
Okay, so no. Fucking Hezbollah is like Coca-Cola, right? They're like the main corporation. And then you have ISIS that's like Coke.
Okay.
That's their product. And then you have Sprite. That's like Hamas. That's like, it was like quiet back in the early 2000s. Now it's popping off. Hamas is like, how is Sprite everywhere? Hamas is everywhere.
Dude, what the
and then
fuck
you
are
got,
we talking about?
And then I'm pretty sure Boko Haram, they're Africans, but they're Muslims. That's like Fanta for obvious reasons.
Grape Fanta.
Yeah, grape and orange. So that's what I think Hezbollah is. I think Hezbollah is like the fucking like organization that funds all of these terrorist proxy groups.
Yeah, nothing scarier than a white Muslim.
And that's
nothing is ever.
And that's what they have at the top at Hezbollah are white Muslims.
Ugh.
They look like you.
Dude,
they actually look exactly like with the hair and the beard and everything. If you just had a longer beard and we put you in one of those like the like turbans? Fucking Qatar robes with the, like the head thing, oh yeah, you'd fit right in. They'd be like, come join Hezbollah.
Voila.
Yeah. No, you. Why do you look like a fucking major terrorist?
I don't know, dude. I heard it today and I was like, what the I heard it the other day and I was like,
wait, someone said you looked like a terrorist?
An old black lady told me I looked like a white Arab.
You do.
I know.
You
I'm
do
letting
look
it
like
grow out.
What? Your beard or your hair?
Well, my hair, of course, but my beard as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yikes, dude. You're going to get on a list.
I'm trying to corner a new audience for the podcast.
White Arabs?
Yeah.
It was like Dude,
they're the
you
most
wanna know what I looked up?
fans?
Since we're talking about Jews, I looked it up today. Do you know what of the population, of the world's population is Jewish?
Less than 2%.
No, it's not. It's not even that. It's less than a half of a percentage. It's 0.12% of the world's population is Jewish.
Let them have Israel.
Why the fuck do people talk about the Jews so much?
I don't know. They've always been shit on.
It's crazy. There's like almost none of them. I think there are more like leopards out in the wild than there are Jews. And it's like saying like the leopards are the reason for climate change. What the fuck are we actually talking about?
The leopards control Hollywood.
The leopards are control. They can control the weather. They control the banks. They control media. Hollywood. What the fuck are we actually talking about? Leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah, why don't... Now you're like, okay, I'm cool with Israel.
0.12%.
Just let them live there. Who gives a fuck?
I'm not saying I'm cool with Israel or whatever. I'm just saying...
It's not the war, but I understand why they have their own state.
Just imagine if 40% of the world's population... Like, I think it's like... Well, what's so... Hey, Siri. What percentage of the world is Arab? Let's see what... God damn it. Arabic is the fucking language. That's how ignorant I am. You ask Siri.
What percentage of the world is Muslim?
There you go. Well, let's see what it says.
She says
15?
No.
50? If it's 50, that's scary. Thank God we're the fucking number.
Okay, we're just going to Google it because Siri's a fucking retard.
Hey, Siri, what percent of the world is Muslim?
Okay, I found this on the web for what percent of the world is Muslim. Check it out.
26%. Dude, if 26% of the population were Jews, this conversation would be completely different. We would have multiple planets under our belt by now. We would have launched into space by like the 1500s.
You know what's crazy?
If 26% of the world's population was Jews, dude, we would all have gold. We'd all be made out of fucking gold.
Man, they'd all be made out of gold.
And pigs wouldn't exist.
We'd be living in shitty weather.
No, but seriously, think about it. They are 0.12% of the world's population, and
they're
people
hated the most.
And they're like of like global conversation, 4 out of the 24 hours of the day talking about Jews, bro. 0.12%. They dominate.
Yeah, they control the media.
Jews dominate.
They control the media.
Thank God I wasn't born Jewish, dude.
Dude,
the pressure cooker Jews are under to become successful, it's crazy.
Yeah, of course it is. I don't understand how some of them end up being rappers. What's up with that? Mac Miller, how'd you end up being a fucking rapper?
Well, that's the Jewish cabal killed him.
I think heroin killed him.
No, well, he was like the first person to like die on fentanyl. It was definitely some sneaky Jew was like, listen, dude, the Jews
is Muslim.
Oh my God, you know what I just realized? Jew, JEW, 3 letters. CIA, 3 letters. There has to be something there. The Jews probably have their own CIA.
We were just talking shit about conspiracy theories,
and they probably ice Mac Miller because they're like, you are bringing shame. Why can't you be like Drake? That's probably what they were saying. Why can't you be like Drake? Drake's Jewish too. Look at him. He's like the cleanest. We basically, what'd you say?
I bet they're cooler with Mac than Drake.
Yeah, but you know how Jews are. You know how they get.
Real smelly. No, I'm kidding. That's the French.
No, they cleaned up a black dude, and they're like, look, he's Jewish. He can rap. He's Jewish. Don't you guys love Jewish people now?
Jewish.
We should probably get away from Jewish people.
Yeah.
Honestly. We're talking about, there's like 3 things you can't talk about. Politics, AIDS, Jewish people, and there's something else. I forget. We're just talking about that.
Transgenders is the third. You can't talk about transgendered people.
Why do you follow so many trannies on Instagram?
Because a lot of the time they end up being sex offenders. Kidding. That's just the one.
You just want to get your eyes on the fucking future targets.
So Christianity is 32%, Muslim is 15% as of, or no, Hindi is 15%, Muslims 26% as of 2024.
So what's the biggest group? Is
Christianity.
It Christians? Yeah, what percent of the world are there?
37.
Holy shit, dude! 37% of the world are Christians.
Most of them Catholic. Think about that, or Greek Orthodox. Or Russian Orthodox. The Russian Orthodox Church, those people are as scary as the white Muslims. I'm going to say it.
Well, they're all gray. They're not white people. They're gray.
Yeah,
because honestly, they're born without a soul.
Anything in the Eastern Europe is just fucked.
Game of Thrones they were kind of introducing it slowly. What they were doing is they showed the White Walkers. They look exactly like people, but they have no souls. They have a community. They have the looks like they smile and they tell jokes, but they're actually born with no souls. That's what happens with those Greek Orthodox people in Russia, those Russian Orthodox people. They actually were born with no souls. So they're basically they're like chickens or deer. If you hit one with your cart, I think you just let animal control know, hey, there's a dead deer on the side of the road.
They're definitely as dangerous as white Arabs, and that's terrifying.
Yeah, but in terms of feeling guilty if you accidentally run one over, it's that's a waste of meat.
About a white Arab or a Russian Orthodox?
If you kill a white Arab even accidentally, you're gonna get drone striked within 12 hours.
You're not gonna get drone striked. You're gonna get fucking IED'd.
Yeah,
They improvise that shit, dude. They don't have the plan.
There's gonna be some strange Arab person that you've never met your entire life, and he's gonna know your name. He's gonna be like, Michael, hey, what's up, buddy? It's been a
hug. Give me a hug.
And then he's gonna blow up.
And he's gonna get 72 virgins, and I'm gonna burn in hell getting raped by Satan.
Yep.
Fuck.
So careful of the way.
I'm kidding.
And I'm telling you, those fucking Russian Orthodox people, they don't give a fuck about each other, dude.
Oh, I bet they do.
If a wooden pillar fell down and crushed 30 Russian Orthodox people during a prayer, I guarantee you they wouldn't even lift their heads. They'd be like, just praying, whatever the fuck. And they wouldn't. And when they lifted their head.
Crime.
Oh no,
they
dude.
definitely give a fuck about a hate crime.
Oh sure, hate crime. But if one of them if one of them had a heart attack in the middle of service, they'd probably be like, they're in hell for interrupting service.
Yeah, there's a few religions like
they're
that, dude.
burning in hell now because they interrupted the fucking priest.
Well, honestly, just 2 religions that I can think of off the top of my head. Fucking Christianity and Muslims. If you interrupt their prayer, you're going to get beheaded.
Yeah, you're probably going to get beheaded.
Especially
if you talk about... Bali's joining the podcast. Bali, what do you have to say about Allah?
What do you have to say about Sharia law? No,
she doesn't. She opposes Sharia law. She's Chinese, so I don't know what she believes.
She believes in not the Buddha. What do they believe?
They believe.
They believe in the Great Communist Party.
Yeah, they're all atheists.
Yeah, they kill any religion.
That's something that people don't fucking want to talk about.
You have to have
how many people are actually atheists? It's probably 1 billion. Because you have to think of all of Asia.
People, dude.
If they don't believe in Buddha or Jesus, they don't fuck with anything else. They say this is all bullshit. I don't have a soul. I'm Russian. If I died, no one would care.
Let me look up how many
Chinese people are the same. I'm sorry to say that, Bali, but it's true. Thank God we rescued you.
You're a sick fuck for being from China.
I mean, she can't help it, but
only 4% of the Americans identify as atheists. But
that's not true, dude. After COVID,
7% of the world's population.
After COVID, it was like 17% of people were like, "There is no God."
500 million people are atheists.
That's not. That cannot be true. That cannot be true. Quietly atheist. It has to be 1.5 billion.
Your thoughts on the war in
Bali doesn't believe in a God. Also, since it's 16 plus, what are we?
What time are we at?
17 minutes, so we're just gonna call that 34 minutes. So we'll do another 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
To get to 40. This will just be the political episode. Did you see what the fuck's going on in DC, bro?
Probably something fucked. What? Oh, the vandalizing?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. Get out of here. Go back to wherever the fuck you came from.
I can't stand for any of that
us.
bullshit. How the fuck do you think this is going to help your cause by defacing some of our nation's greatest monuments?
Can I tell you something I agree with Trump on?
Yeah.
Trump said recently that he thinks if you desecrate the American flag, you should at least serve 1 year in prison. And I agree with that. If you desecrate the American flag, like burn it, you should serve a year in prison. Yeah, I agree, Trump.
I think a year is crazy, but I do think you should pay like a hefty fine and get thrown in jail for like 2 weeks.
You should be in trouble. You should at least be in trouble.
It should be long enough to like make people not do, because they'll be like, I have to spend 15 days in jail. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing that for like as a sign of protest. But
you're not,
not long enough to where people around the world can be like, America is taking a step back. They just jailed some journalist because he burned the American flag. Because that goes against our First Amendment rights, freedom of speech.
Dude, there have been a lot of Supreme Court
cases deeply
about
disrespectful,
burning
though.
the flag, and we're not for it. The
Supreme
Court
of course the American
has never
Supreme
been for
Court.
it. You definitely get in trouble for burning the United States flag already.
If you do it in front of like a lot of people and you piss them off,
dude,
sure.
I'm telling you, I bet that if you, let's say, height of the war in Iraq, if some guy
you're going to
on
jail.
a GoPro was burning an American flag in Iraq, they're getting drone striked right away.
They're going to, in New York right after 9/11, if you burn the American flag, dude, they would probably kill you in the streets.
You know how many fucking tattoos they had to have done of those towers and the flag after that? Probably a fucking insane amount.
They probably did them for free.
Yeah. Fucking towers, man.
We were united back
I want
then.
2 towers on my body.
But no, seriously, there was, and then they spray painted I think it was the Washington Monument that said Hamas is here.
Yeah.
Dude,
and
there's
they did the
no
Liberty Bell.
There's no quicker way to make everybody say fuck this group of people than to deface our fucking monuments.
Dude, pissed.
We're the greatest nation in the world. If you think that we're gonna give Israel up, you're out of your fucking mind. Every single one of our fucking enemies exists in that land over there.
Dude, wait.
The Middle East and all those soulless great countries. You think we're gonna give up? We're basically on like the 25-yard line. You guys have to give the ball back to us, and we don't take it from the middle of the field. There's no kickoff. We're on the we're within kicking range every play within kicking range. We will just hellfire missiles from Israel.
Way to wipe out the Western support for fucking Palestine by defacing our monuments.
You guys
here,
fucking misstepped.
like you have
so
much
hard.
support here from people, and then suddenly you do that shit, and we're like, all right, fuck you. Maybe we should spend $1 trillion.
It literally flipped.
Yeah.
It flipped overnight.
You fucking idiots. What the fuck were you thinking?
So quickly. And then you guys are going to threaten us. You're going to threaten that bullshit here.
Hamas is here. Guess what else is here? Fucking AK-47s in every fucking block.
Yeah. If you guys think that
act crazy, we'll
like,
end it.
People are going to no, you guys are fucking clueless. If Hamas was here, it's going to be way worse for them than if Israel got their hands on them.
You know what? If you're really ballers, try something on American soil and see what fucking happens to the entire Middle East. Do it again.
Seriously.
We're still pissed about 9/11. Try it again.
Pull those boats, take boats, get whatever the fuck you want. Dude, not only I've already said this, our fucking Navy will show you what the fuck the bottom of the ocean looks like. But if you guys somehow make it on land, just know that there are a million F-150s racing to the coast towards you. You better hope the military kills you, because American citizens do not have to follow the Geneva Conventions, dude.
Do you know what
they're going to be stabbing you with shards of glass in your eyes. They're going to keep you alive with adrenaline. Dude, these are fucking crazy Americans that
it's not adrenaline, it's meth.
You're
going to be doing meth.
You're going to be injected with meth and tortured for like 16 days.
And if you think they're not going to force feed you pork, you're out of your goddamn mind.
They're going to make
They're sending you to Muslim hell.
They're going to capture multiple of you guys. They're going to make you have sex with each other, denounce being a fucking Muslim. Dude, they're
going to make you watch white women have sex.
You are going to regret the day you were fucking born. So good luck. Yeah, if Hamas is here, good luck. I sincerely wish you guys the best of luck, because I will meet you guys wherever the fuck you are.
I'm easy to find.
I'm easy to find.
No,
and it's going to be a fair fight because I also have a fucking AK. So if you guys want to play this game, it's not a fair fight. They're using drone strikes and night vision. Fair fucking fight, dude. I'm here to defend this fucking land. You think for 1 second Hamas is here, dude? Welcome. You will be one thing. You won't be fucking Arab. You won't be Muslim. You'll be fucking Swiss cheese. Good luck.
You know what I saw this week on social media? I don't know when this was happening, but apparently Russian billionaires, they would go on like luxury yachts and they'd coast along like the Somalian coast to get fucking Somalian pilots so they could hunt them. What the fuck?
Yeah, with grenade launchers and machine guns and
that's
shit.
awesome. Awesome as fuck.
That is.
I'd do that.
That is pretty cool.
I'd hunt some people.
I can kind of get behind that. Let's see where we at time was because this has been pretty crazy. We're getting right around the 40-minute mark.
I wouldn't use a bazooka. You'd have to make it even.
Dude, I saw a video of recently it was a passenger boat and you could see they were like it had a cover, but you could tell it had like 15 pirates in there and they were trying to get onto this fucking fishing vessel. And I don't know what it was, but they like spotted some explosives on the boat. So the people on this cargo ship started like targeting out this boat. Dude, this thing fucking it was like they were carrying like 200 pounds of dynamite or something. Like they were really gonna, because what they do is they send a boat like that, and if it even gets close, people will boom, they'll hit it. So the boat has to stop because it's filling with water.
Yeah. And
then the pirates swarm, and mostly they just dump cargo into the fucking ocean, and then they get other boats to drag it on land or whatever. Hostages too. That's so fucking. I can't imagine.
I don't know why we haven't wiped out Somalia. You know
an entire country?
Like just the coast. Just carpet bomb the coast for like 21 days. Get rid of all those fucking boats, and then they're fucked with their pirate shit.
Well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure it's Hezbollah that's making Somali pirates.
Why don't we just
They benefit from any craziness in the world. They benefit.
Well, yeah, they do. But all three major powers, Russia, United States, and China, why haven't we all just been like, yeah, let's just bomb the coast out of them? They're fucking up our money. Like, they're fucking up our trade routes. Why haven't we just wiped them out?
Well, one thing that I don't understand.
We bombed Laos for 21 years for no fucking reason, despite stopping the spread of communists.
No, we were fertilizing them with democracy.
And fucking napalm and bombs.
No, this is what I don't understand. Dude, China has sunk so much fucking money into their navy. They're literally building a new land. Not only that, our international scientists are like, this is not stable. Like anything they build on here has a shelf life that's not that long because they're building military installations, places for like aircraft. Dude, one tactically placed nuclear bomb under the sea, which would take us like 15 minutes to put there and explode, would wipe out multiple billions of dollars that the Chinese government has invested in all of this new technology and all of these defensive.
I don't even think it has to be nuclear.
Probably would. All you need is a really big wave. That's really all you need.
That's all you're saying?
That's all you need.
I thought you meant like...
Because their entire coast, they've like modernized and militarized. All you need is just to flood that shit.
You remember the last time you tried to do that? Remember your fucking Great Wall? Remember what happened with that? The Mongols just rode around, you dumb fucks.
You guys have
fucking idiots.
You guys also, the Chinese have been around for so long, and they haven't. What do they have to show for it? The first 9,000 years of your culture, at the end of it, you guys are eating rocks. The only one I can think
of for your first 900 years is fucking Confucius, and all he said is, "I don't know anything."
And then Chinese people followed that for about 5,000 years. They're like,
yes, Confucius.
He's the man.
Yes, I know nothing neither.
Yeah,
that's the entire fucking country.
It's a mess.
Y'all know nothing.
They don't know nothing. We don't know nothing.
What time we at?
We didn't say that. It's time to wrap up the podcast.
That's the goddamn podcast.
All right, guys.
See you in like 10 minutes, fuckers.
Peace out.